What's going on, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists out there? Welcome to Pete's Thoughts On. This is a series where I pick a topic and I give you my honest thoughts on the subject. Now, this is a topic I've been wanting to do for a while, but it's also a topic I've not wanted to do. I've been avoiding it, and as I've recently had a birthday. I've recently reached that age now where I'm just like, do you know what? I'm telling my truth, and this is it. This is what I think about things, and some people will be in agreement, and some people won't. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Before we carry on, though, I'm just going to grab a coffee. I've made myself a coffee. So this is kind of like a chill, because I don't know where it's going to go exactly. Now this is my thoughts on mini wargaming. You've all heard of mini wargaming. Now, back in the day when I first started in this hobby, many years ago, I was told about this company called Mini Wargaming. At the time, I think there were two main ones. It was like Mini Wargaming and Beasts of War. Was the other one. It was the other big name. Before they changed their name. Mini Wargaming. I was a bit confused as to what they were all about to begin with, and then because they were a company. They're obviously a miniature wargaming company that likes Warhammer. Okay. Now, what happened was that things happened with them and Games Workshop, and it affected how they sold their products. But anyway, that aside, they already made videos, battle reports, tutorials, how-tos, that sort of thing, and crazy behind-the-scenes stuff. And when I first got into it, I was told to watch them for their battle reports, primarily to learn the game, help learn the game. And so I did, and I really got into it, and I really got invested into all the characters that used to work there as well. And over the years, I've been able to watch them grow, become more successful, and you know what? I've felt that's good. That's a good thing. It's a really good thing for them. And I'm pleased for them. I'm happy for them. And there comes a point, I think, for me, and I'll put it out there right now, but this is a subjective thing. There comes a point for me when any company, like that sort of thing, and when I say this sort of thing, I mean it doesn't just have to be in miniature wargaming, but any company I'm invested in, watching, particularly on social media, once they become too big, once they get to a certain size, in my mind, they seem to change. And for me and my personal tastes, not for the better. Okay, now I used to be a Vault member for Mini Wargaming. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's like where you pay a subscription and you get access to all these really cool videos, and all the battle reports, and have loads of stuff. I just can't even begin to put my finger on, what exactly you get. You get a lot of stuff, video wise for it. Anyway, and for many years I was like, this is brilliant, and I loved it, But then certain things happened, like they do in life. Keeping my eye on what's been going on with their company. They started to expand their staff, and certain people came and certain people went. Now, it was always, how can I put this, a strange way that certain employees left the company, and we'll leave it there. There was a cloud of mystery about certain employees, and I began to get a little bit fed up, I suppose, with all the kind of begging type videos that used to get put out for paying more money and more subscription fees and all that kind of stuff. And in the end, I thought I'm going to cancel my subscription for the Vault, which I did, and I have still to this day done that. Now, a short while ago, I thought it's been a few years, quite a few years. I wonder what they're up to now. Let's just have a look, see if there's anything I can see on YouTube, just to give me a flavour of what's going on. I know they had the whole bunker thing, and I watched all that before. I kind of veered away from them. And that was one of the things I actually didn't like. Because they got too big. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but what happened to them? I think they got too big. Too many employees now. I can't get invested in any of them. I've been trying to watch some battle reports, some recent battle reports that they do, because I figure the ones that are on YouTube are probably of the same sort of ilk as the ones that are in the Vault. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but and I didn't enjoy them. Didn't enjoy them. I mean, what has happened to them? And now, the way they film their battle reports. Now, before we get into battle reports are, in my opinion, the bread and butter of a company like that. That's what gets they make the most videos of battle reports. That's what gets them the most views, and surely that's the ones that they need to be, concentrating on. It just feels as if they're trying to be too high-end production, which I admire, and that, but I don't think it works for something like a battle report for a miniature war game. I just don't. Back in the days of the early campaigns they used to run in battle reports, like the first one, which was called The Fate of Fayoum, I did a couple of videos on that many years ago, when they used to do battle reports of that nature over 6th and 7th and 8th edition Warhammer 40k. Really enjoyed them, and I loved the way. Yes, it wasn't the highest end production in terms of camera angles filming, because basically it was holding a camcorder, just talking into the camera, and banter. It was called. It was like banter bat reps and things like that, and beat map bat rep and all that kind of stuff. But the interaction they had with the guests, whoever they was playing, was fantastic. And another thing I used to love is watching them move the models across the board. Made you almost feel like you were there doing it with them. They don't do that anymore. Now that is a subjective, because I'm not a fan of where the movement phase is kind of right. Okay, my guy's moved up. I like to see it being done. It makes you feel more immersed. That's just me. Now everybody's got different opinions on it, and that's fine. The other thing I noticed, they seem to be very close in. I feel they need wider shots. That they used to have wider shots when they used to film their battle reports. They had wider shots. It was better. You could still zoom in. You could still or move in close to see what was going on. It was brilliant. And there seems to be, from the few I've seen lately, far too much going on with the tables. It's just, what's that about? It takes it away from the models almost. It's like I can't get it. I just can't get into it. I don't know. It's not my thing. I feel they've changed far too much, not for the better. But I don't want this to be a mini wargaming bashing video, because far from it. I admire what they've done and achieved, but at the same time, I don't like their battle reports. Don't like them. I used to love them. Don't like them anymore. The other thing, and this could be just a few I've seen lately, it might not be across the board, but the whole energy between players, it feels a bit too contrived, if you know what I mean. It's like they're putting enthusiasm into it on purpose, and it's just not. It doesn't feel genuine. Whereas in the old days, it did. It genuinely did. You know, I might be remembering things with, you know, rose tinted memory cells or something. But what do you think? I mean, what's your thoughts on it? My thoughts on mini wargaming. What's happened to them? I feel they've grown too big and gone in the wrong directions for the videos. I mean, they've got to remember, videos is their bread and butter, and the battle reports was, for me, the main reason I used to watch. Well, the two reasons I used to watch mini wargaming were for Chris's quick tips and their battle reports, both of which I loved. Now, Chris doesn't work there anymore. He hasn't done them for a long time, and their battle reports, to be frank, they're not very good now. Not compared to what they used to be. I don't care. I don't think they are. For me, they're very, very, I don't know, just over the top. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I preferred it when it was plainer and simpler. That's my thoughts. Thank you for watching.